we adhere too much to a false sense of certainty, which is like a false sense of security, which comes down to the need to control. We want to control the world by claiming that and believing that we know more than we can actually know. There are no guarantees. There's no guarantee that your marriage will last. There's no guarantee that you'll outlive your children. There's no guarantee that the business investment you make is going to work out. There's no guarantee that anything is going to happen the way we want it to happen. And that's scary. It's weird. It's a weird experience to be aware of the future and understand that there are all different kinds of possibilities that might show up, and some of them might be very painful, might be really suboptimal. True absolute certainty doesn't really exist. Nobody ever really knows anything 100% no matter what. Everybody's always a little bit trapped inside their own subjectivity, and the best that we can really do is make reasonable assumptions and reasonable sort of guesses of probability about what we believe and what the results of our actions will be. Think of the most smug, entitled person that you know, and they're just walking around mistreating people. That person acts that way because they have an illusion. They're operating out of an illusion of certainty. They feel certain that no matter what they do, they're never going to have to face the consequences of that behavior. Once people feel certain in something, their behavior actually becomes counterproductive. When people feel certain that no matter what they do, they're going to have their job, they can become lazy, complacent. When people become certain that no matter how they treat their spouse, they're never going to lose their spouse, they take the person for granted. Too much certainty is actually the death of humility. It's the death of curiosity. It prevents people from being open to learning and having new experiences. You might ask yourself now, Robert, are you certain that there's no certainty? No. I'm not even 100% certain that there is no certainty. There may be some thing that I've not yet discovered that actually gives people true, absolute assurance in what they know. This is what the classical philosophical field of epistemology deals with, which is how do we know what we know? How do we make sense of what we know? How can we be certain that what we know is true, right? People usually get into these sort of wrestling these psychological arm wrestling matches of certainty, where I need to believe this thing, I can't have any doubt, and your lack of faith in what I believe reveals that doubt and exposes my doubt. You see it all the time in debates. Well, how do you know what you know? Well, because God told me. Like, no, you don't. You still don't know. And how do you know what you know? Well, science told me. Well, that doesn't help either, because we're always adapting and changing what we know. If there's any takeaway to be had here, it's to recognize that the uncertainty of life and the unknowns of life are what make it scary. And being dishonest with ourselves and dishonest with each other about the assurances that we want to have actually are counterproductive and make things worse. It's better to just accept a little bit of the fear and accept a little bit of the anxiety that comes with saying, I don't know, I'm not 100% certain. Seems likely, seems highly probable that the sun's going to rise tomorrow and that certain things will be a given, but there you go. See, I threw the word certain in there. Can't even help it. It's hard to get away from. Nobody really knows. Nobody's 100% certain. And if anybody says they're 100% certain, they're either lying to you or they're lying to themselves.